See how there's a red and white one? I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera. But there's a red and white one. So you put the red plug, the red, plug in the red input plug. Like so. You just put that like that. Then you put not the yellow, sorry. The white plug in the white one. Like so. And that is how that is done. And you can also, what's really cool about this, sometimes I plug in my headphones. I think that's pretty cool. And then when you're done with that, you just plug it into your speakers or your headphones or whatever type of speakers you have. And if you don't need this, you could just leave it like that if you have a plug for your speakers that looks like that. So then you just plug in that, and there's your speakers. And that should work, which I will show you after everything's plugged in. But that's your speaker setup. Then you just need your video setup, which what you need to do is, if you only have one HDMI input like I have, you have your HDMI switcher, which mine has 3, but I only need to use 2. And so yeah, take the switch, I plug it in to one of them, like so. So that's that. Now I just need to make sure that it goes into the computer monitor or the TV or whatever you guys have. I take another HDMI cord and I plug that into my computer monitor. But I just need to put this down when I plug it in really fast. So I plug that, plug this HDMI cord into my computer monitor. See, that HDMI cord is plugged into my computer monitor. So then I plug the other end of the HDMI cord that's going into my computer monitor into my HDMI switcher. The other end, the output. You want to make sure that the one going into your computer is going into the output. So you just plug this into the HDMI switcher output. So it should look like that. There's the output and there's the input for my Xbox 360. So next we're going to be hooking up the PlayStation 3. Okay, so I got all that plugged in. We got our Xbox 360 in, and it's all plugged up and could play. And so now we just need to plug in the PlayStation 3, which is over there. And to plug that in, if you just want to have your PlayStation 3 plugged in, you just plug it in right into the HDMI input or output, whatever it is. And so yeah, so first you just take your PlayStation 3 and you put it in the place that you want it to go, which I want mine to just be right over here. I just want mine to be right over here. Okay. And so, what you need for this is an HDMI cord, which is right here. And this is a little bit easier than the Xbox 360 because it already comes with a audio cord, which just makes it like a lot easier. And also if you have the same speakers as I have, the male plug-in, you'll need the same thing as Xbox 360, these two. Sorry guys, my camera ran out of memory. But so what I was saying was that you use the exact same thing that you use for the audio that I use for the Xbox 360. It is the audio plug, and it just makes it so you can plug in the audio to my speaker. Or if you don't, the only thing you guys will need, if you guys have a male input, you'll need to use these two. But if you have a female, you'll need to get this one. And so what you do is you just do the same thing that you did for the Xbox 360. Is for the audio, you just plug in the white into the white plug and the red into the red plug. So like this. So you just put in the white plug into the white plug-in. See the white to white? And then the red, not the yellow, the red to the red plug. And then you have the male sticking out, so you need to put in this female plug, and so it should look like that. And so what you do, I have my PlayStation 3 over here. I'll just need to turn on the light really fast so you guys can see what I'm doing, if that helps. So what you do is, just for the audio, you just plug in this plug into your PlayStation 3 in the back. Which I just need to flag back here. I need to turn my PlayStation 3 around so I can see, and so you guys can see. Or I'll just turn it sideways. Okay, that makes it easier. So you just plug in the audio to the audio plug, which is over here. So you plug it in right there. Okay, so it just looks like that. This thing's kind of tangled. Okay, so we have the audio done. Now after the audio, we would just need the video. So for the video, you need the HDMI plug. I use HDMI. And you just plug the HDMI cord into the HDMI plug, which is right there. So you just plug that into the HDMI cord. And plug. And plug that in. So that should look like that. Now for the HDMI plug, the other end, I plug that into the HDMI switcher that I have. So I just plug that into the HDMI switcher. Oops. Which is over here. Which I need to... Sorry guys, this thing is tangled. Okay. So now this should just look like that. So there's HDMI switcher, and I just